The Patrick Riggins Show. Call in now, 865-243-TALK. That's 243-8255. And now your host, Patrick Riggins.
Welcome. Another week has gone by. It's Sunday afternoon, and once again, you are listening to the most intelligent and logically consistent show on the radio today, The Patrick Riggins Show. Along with us is the station that makes all of this possible. Well, in conjunction with our terrific sponsors, of course. That radio station is 100.3 WNOX, located right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. We are pumping out an amazing 100,000 watts of power, blasting our message of freedom and liberty into parts of 5 states and 2 time zones. Even with all that power, we are limited by the laws of physics, the sensitivity of your radio receiver, and the vagaries of propagation. So, if you cannot hear this show via your broadcast band receiver, then you can tune us in over the internet. Just bring up your favorite web browser and type in the address of the WNOX website. That would be www.wnoxfm.com. There in the little box, you will see the live video feed from the webcam located right here in the studios. If you missed it the first time, that web address again is wnoxfm.com. Sitting here to my left is our show producer, Tori.
What's up?
Bouncing around, enjoying the Slash there with Miles Kennedy.
Yeah, liking the new Slash.
Pretty good. And speaking of bands, your band has a gig coming up.
Yes, Court Jar does have a gig coming up this Wednesday night. We're opening up for the good Reverend Horton Heat at the Square Room and Market Square. Yeah.
And that's not a revival.
No, that's if you don't know who Reverend Horton Heat is, he's a we call it psychobilly, kind of a rockabilly on testosterone, I guess.
Google him.
Google him. Yeah, it's a good time. But come on out, check it out. Wednesday night, we go on at 8:00, opening up for the Reverend Horton Heat.
So no altar call at this.
No. I'll be in Market Square, not getting married, but playing rock and roll.
Yeah. Yes, that is a good thing. You don't want to be married again. You shouldn't have got married in the first place. Well, I didn't mean it that way.
Third time's a charm, buddy.
Yeah. I meant making the mistake of getting married in the first place.
You know, my wife does like you.
Yeah,
Let's keep it that way, okay?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Christy does like you, so.
I'll send her some cookies.
Yeah, she's listening to me. I need to.
All right. Thank you again for listening again this week. You're joining an ever-growing army of listeners and hopefully a growing number of active voters who are working to change things for the better in this country. We are drawing in hundreds of thousands of listeners who are increasingly discouraged with their political party and want to join a party that is working to restore an independent America, an America that respects your natural rights, not just as a citizen, but as a living, breathing human being. Know this, though, at times it feels like we're fighting an uphill battle, but we really aren't. Most Americans do agree with what we're trying to do. They just don't understand yet. They are still babies and infants as far as freedom is concerned. So we feed them soft, easy food until they're ready for something a little more heavy, a little more substantial and filling. Many of you in this audience are wrestling with freedom, mainly other people's freedom. That's the hardest for most people to accept. But you are trying to apply these principles across all aspects of your life, and yes, it is hard to do. You are making changes, for some people, drastic changes, and that is never easy. But like switching your diet to one that is more healthy, in the long run, you will enjoy lots of benefits of the result of the work you're doing now. Applying these same principles to helping get good people elected to office will help us all as a country. So everyone ultimately benefits from the work you're doing now. Be advised, though, the lure of government handouts and benefits is very inviting. It takes a strong person with firm convictions to resist. Yes, it is.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Yes, yeah. It is very enticing. The dark side. The government sending you a check each week. And all you have to do is vote how they want you to. Speaking of which, did you ever consider that people who are receiving checks from the government, maybe they shouldn't be allowed to vote in elections? Let's look at it this way. If you're receiving money from the government, you shouldn't be allowed to vote because you are not an unbiased person. You are always going to vote to give yourself money.
That could be a conflict of interest, actually.
Exactly. That's where I'm going. Tori, this is how good he
I'm sorry,
is.
I blew you up, man.
No, you did not. This is where I'm going with this. It is a conflict of interest. And if you have a conflict of interest, the only way to get impartiality is to recuse yourself. And if you won't, then we'll recuse you. Judges do that when they're ruling on a case that might affect them or they have an opinion on, or they're supposed to anyway. Congress is the same way. They are not supposed to vote on something where they have an interest or even an appearance of impropriety. But here we allow people to vote who are directly receiving checks from the government. A clear conflict of interest, if I've ever seen one. Would you not say, Tori? That is the definition of conflict of interest.
I agree.
Now, you may say, hey, Patrick, that's unconstitutional.
Hey, Patrick, that's unconstitutional.
Exactly. You're right. But so is the government taking money from one citizen and giving it to another in the form of charity. That is blatantly unconstitutional. So if it's okay to ignore the Constitution in that case, why don't we ignore it in the case of voters having clear conflicts of interest? All right, we're up on the first break here on the Patrick Riggins Show. When we come back, what do we discuss? Did something go on this weekend?
A couple things.
Yeah, we'll find something to talk about. I mean, it's been a slow news weekend, so we'll dig up something and we'll talk about it when we come back.